Hey everybody, Dodger here. Welcome back to iRacing. Today we're doing just a one-off race here in the Pro Mazda series, as it is known now, not the Star Mazda series anymore. The Pro Mazda series is open wheel, kind of mid-level open wheel, not really entry-level, but not really, not certainly IndyCar or F1 either. Little rotary-powered open wheel cars. I did a season in this series a couple years ago. And lately I've been feeling a little bit like a driver without a home in iRacing, a little lost as to where to go, but I had some time to do a race today, so giving it a try here in the Pro Mazda. Very difficult to come back to a car in a series that you've not raced in a while and try to perform on the level you used to, but just kind of doing this for fun, trying to keep it a little casual. I already did one race this morning, that I'm basically now using as a practice race. This one's going to be extra difficult because it is the hottest theoretical conditions for this track. I believe the track temp is 118 degrees, so it's very, very oily, greasy, and slippery out here. In fact, I saw quite a few, or at least a couple, drivers back out of the race when they saw the weather conditions, so that was humorous. We'll see if we can get ourselves a top 10 today. I think that would be a nice result. It'd be great to hang around, you know, the 7th place where we're starting, but we'll see. We'll see. It's going to be a little messy. These cars on this track especially, first couple laps are difficult. So you got to watch for the incidents. Let's see if we can have a clean one here. Decent start. These cars with no torque, of course, have a very slow start. Yeah, we got some piling off into turn one here. Seeing how I am just a weekend driver here in this series. You see everybody skating around right there. I'm probably not going to push it too terribly hard here, especially for the first lap or two. We'll let the field shake out a bit and do what we can after that. Good Lord, my friend. You will not finish this race. Who was that? 13? Let's keep track of that. Let's see if he finishes the race. I used to run this series because it was very gentlemanly and I enjoyed the races a lot. Not showing that way right now, is it? Let's see, like I said, you gotta get through these first couple laps. Gosh, the brake checks are unreal. I can't believe we've not hit anybody and nobody's hit us. You got one on your right. Guy, did you not practice this track at all? Is that what's going on? Ugh. What a gross lap one that was. And the bad news is, it doesn't look like we had any calamity up front. So now we got to try and work our way back. Hopefully there will be some later. 1 minute 38. And hopefully we're not part of it. 6-3. The times are all extremely close here, especially with the conditions. This is usually a car you have to push to its limits. In these conditions, you kind of have to rein it in a bit. There's one off. All right. Probably the 13th. But pushed him up. If I had to guess. I actually ran with this 11 car, Robert, in the previous race, and he was, pretty solid. Ran a nice good pace. But I think everybody's probably hunting for some grip here in these conditions. Locking up the fronts a bit, getting her to slide out before the apex. I got a little off kilter through that whole section. Oh man, the understeer is unbelievable. Yeah, not the conditions we were looking for. A lot of these races, as I was looking through them this week, have been completely cloudy and track temps in the 80-degree range. Probably adding to everyone's discomfort here. Trying to just run clean lines here. Get back on pace and hope to keep up with this group ahead of me. It's not going as well as I'd hoped, to be honest. You will not dive bomb me there, sir. I will have none of it. Nothing a little Drifto can't fix, right? The other two cars did it on the exit of the turn. Okay. Let's try and clean it up a bit here. Car felt fine in qualifying, so in theory, we should be able to do 25s here. Nothing has changed, there's no extra fuel or anything. Riding that curb. That start really bothers me. It's so frustrating when starts go like that. And it wasn't as though I had a bad start. I actually got off the line quite well. It was just constantly getting caught up in traffic that was killing me.
On your right. All clear, all clear.
Damn it.
Car on your left. Clear on the left. Car on your left. Stay right.
Very frustrating.
All clear, all clear.
I knew these conditions would be very frustrating. I didn't think they'd be this frustrating. It's just like, where did all the qualifying pace go? It's gone, I tells ya.
1 minute, 28.497. You got one on your right.
Oh, he's trying it.
Clear on the right.
So loose. Unbelievably loose. Maybe the tire pressures are too high? For the conditions.
There's no car on the right. Go left.
This is an ugly place for that to happen. Surprised we all managed to get through that. That's a good line. Gotta back that turn up a little bit more. Fighting the exit of that turn is not going to do us any good.
1 minute, 26.778. Got a slow car up ahead.
Made me nervous too, my friend. Oh, brother, what you gonna do?
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
That got awkward. It's gonna be real awkward down here.
Car on your left. Stay right. All clear, all clear.
get much cleaner of a pass right there than that. Cleared him, now you got a gap. That's the hard part. Checking that mirror, making sure he's not closed into the inside or anything. Still overdriving that last turn. So easy to do here. Clean visor.
1:26.908.
Yellow up here. Oh, buddy.
On the right. Go left.
Not the best re-entry I've ever seen. Not the worst. Not the worst. A little too deep into there. Hey, through madness though, we've made it back to the top 10 like I was hoping. To overdrive the car here. It's nice that he has a lot of pressure on him. I think that's going to help us make the gap. If I can just keep it pretty clean here for a few laps. I've gotten the car to come around on me. I feel like I had those rear tires just overheated at the start. Really down those 26.0s. 26.2.
1:26.294. Go left.
Another one on the inside there. It's not impossible. We'll find some positions by attrition here with these conditions. As long as I can keep it pointed forward. After all that, we're pretty much back to where we had started. At least the group of cars we had started with. After the calamity. Like replaying that first lap back in my head, and I just don't, because it's a common thing with me. I seem to lose more spots on the first lap than I gain pretty consistently. I really think a lot of it is just respect. Like, I respect people's own individual races more than I need to, I guess.
1:26.2.
This isn't somebody's real car. They don't care if this thing gets lodged into the wall. But I kind of race with that mentality. I think it's a good one for this. But I guess for me, the trade-off, no, I don't lose a car if I crash, but I lose the time. I lose the time I invested in making this race, you know, this race recording and such. So there is something on the line. There's only so many hours in the week. So to waste now, let's see, it's 6 p.m. Pretty much started the process of doing this race around noon. Obviously I already did one. That one was more my fault that I botched that one up. So yeah, to lose 6 hours of work to get a race in for a turn 1 crash, or, you know, letting somebody slam into the side of you in the first lap.
1:26.2.
I don't know if that's a worthwhile investment to me. Keeping right in tow with Robert. Kind of back and forth between gapping the cars behind me. I gotta really stay on my game if I'm gonna stay ahead of those two, I think. Running nice, consistent laps. Not super fast laps. This section's really easy to overdrive. A lot more to lose there than, I mean, there's a lot to gain here too, but there's a lot to lose. Through that first race that I did, I think this section's where I learned the most. Found the most time out here. Good lap. Happy with that. 20 done.
1 minute 26.277. And we go.
I gotta try and remember the things I talked about in the first race, and one of them was just reminded to me by that call. If you are a fan of the Formula One series, just note how much different the spotter behaves in this versus Jeff behaves in Formula One. Everything that is said is just very clear and precise. And that is what I want. I don't want an explanation of what it means to be at halfway distance. Just tell me how many laps there are. That's all I need to know. I'll take that information and crunch it whenever it's convenient for me to do it, instead of trying to listen to it, you know, through the first turn of the track or something. It was in the first race that I noticed the tires. Halfway through, they go through a little transition. Ooh, easy. I also learned about that turn and how easy it is to crash doing that. I need to not do that ever again. Yeah, it's certainly getting to that point in transition now where there's just a little less grip at hand. It's not dramatically slower. You just can't push some of the exits quite so hard. I think that's to do with these hot conditions. Doesn't look like we're probably going to catch the 11 without some kind of blunder. I think our race is to stay ahead of the 12. Consistent laps is how we're going to do that. That, you never know. Maybe the 11 will make a mistake. Open up some opportunity. Nice line through there. Looked like, yeah, the 11 probably hit some grass or the gravel a bit.
1 minute 26.388.
Thing about driving these cars is pinpoint accuracy. You can't just, I don't know, will the car through the turns. Like some of the bigger, heavier cars, you really just shove the car into the turn, and if it wiggles a little, if it washes wide a little, you just deal with it, you kind of wrestle it around. The open wheel cars don't tend to respond too well to that. You gotta be very precise. Just that little lockup will cost me time through this whole section. Because it's just, you know, put me offline by that 1 centimeter. Makes a big difference. Which is maybe why I'm having a hard time transitioning back to the full body cars. I tried some GT3 stuff last night to see if maybe I could try a few of those races. I honestly couldn't do it. I just couldn't turn consistent enough or fast enough laps to feel like it was doable.
26.34.
So that may be the goal for next season, as next season will be my first iRacing season that I'm hoping, not a place to talk, that I'm hoping I have time to really focus and dedicate to practicing and having a good set schedule of stuff. It's the first time in a long time I've done that, so maybe our goal is to try and get comfortable with the full-bodied race cars again. Even if I do have to end up buying a different GT3 car, because the two that I own are the McLaren MP4 and the Rough GT3. Neither of those, unfortunately, are competitive in GT3. Well, one of them doesn't have a role in it anymore. But overall, they're pretty much not usable. I went and looked for McLaren setups, and there was nothing since basically the era where I ran the McLaren, which was 3 or 4 years ago. Actually, probably 4 years ago.
26.287.
I'm gonna run GT3. I'm gonna choose whatever the hottest car in GT3 is at the moment. Whatever one people say is the best driving or the go-to car, I'm gonna use it. By the little bit I've seen, it's probably the Ferrari. But we got a little ways to go before that. I'm going to continue to just use some whatever mode iRacing, whatever strikes my interest. Or maybe I'm a huge liar and I'll just stick with it. I don't know. It wouldn't bother me to be an open-wheel racer. That's not the case. It's just that the GT3 stuff, the GTE stuff, is very hot right now. That's what everybody is wanting to race. That's what most people are seemingly wanting to view. So it would be nice to take part in that.
26.221.
It's a little looser on entry than I want to be. But if it doesn't make me happy, if I don't enjoy driving it, I'm not gonna do it. That was a little early back to the gas. Shouldn't cost us too much. Center. Goes this old left-hander. Ooh, easy car. See, that's what it started doing to me at the end of the last race I did. I didn't like it. I didn't like it one bit. I wonder if it's a weight transfer thing, like losing the fuel makes the balance shift a bit. Much fuel. There's not that much balance change, I wouldn't think.
1 minute 26.387.
Certainly does feel a little skatier all of a sudden. That'll fix it. I really wish the touring car series would become popular in iRacing. Something in between like the road car stuff we have now, or maybe something like what the Global Challenge series tries to be but fails to be. You know, just something below GT racing, but above like showroom stock style racing. The Mustang was a pretty good fit for that, but nobody uses that car. Also, it's not been updated in 5 years, so it's kind of irrelevant to modern iRacing. Something like a WTCC series would be cool. Something, you know, 2-frame cars or whatever, high downforce, but maybe just a little lower power. Feels like there's not a whole lot of gradient in iRacing system right now. You go from Miata Cup, Mazda Cup to, I don't even know, what's the middle road anymore? I'm trying to think of a middle of the road bodied race car series. Kinda not really thinking of any that are popular. But they're out there. Mustang series or the Cadillac series. They're out there, but nobody runs them because they're, you know, they're not I don't know, they're not new enough. Fortunately, people seem to really care about what's new when it comes to iRacing.
Two to go this time by.
2 to go. We've settled into a nice groove here. After it got a little loosey-goosey on us. Kind of dialed it back a bit. We actually did a pretty nice job of catching the 11 here. But it's a little too late.
1 minute 26.183.
It's interesting the way it wants to lock up those rear wheels when you downshift. And by interesting, of course, I mean scary. I think this is how a lot of these Mazda races end up for us, where you just kind of end up in no man's land. Some of them were really good. And in fact, the first one I did was actually, in places, very good racing. I just ended up screwing it up and spinning a couple times that we didn't end up being able to finish the race with any position. And by the way, if you are a patron, those kind of races, the ones where it was an okay race or whatever, I recorded the whole thing, but it just didn't end up turning out very well, or my commentary just wasn't very on point. I do generally share those when I have them as patron exclusives on Discord. So if you are, make sure you look there for those instances. Barreled it into turn 1 for no reason there. That one was worth watching. There was some highlights in it for sure. But more lowlights, which some people prefer to watch that anyway. A lot of times I feel pretty convinced that most YouTube viewers out there especially ones that aren't like particularly fans of a channel or whatnot. They're just watching random videos. They want to see failure more than they want to see success. And boy, do I have plenty of failure to show. Just did my wheel off the ring a little bit there. Good thing it's super glued down. Here to make sure we get this result. Got the result I wanted, not in the way I wanted to do it. But I'll take it. I will take it. There was some interesting racing there in the middle. Sorry, they got a little lonely there at the end. That's the way racing is, though.
There you go, man. Good job, driver.
Alright, well, that'll do it for this random iRacing video. Hope you enjoyed at least my ramblings anyway. And we'll see you next time when maybe I find a home here in iRacing. If you have any suggestions, feel free to tell me.